Are we about to witness a seismic shift in the Miami Dolphins roster? After a disappointing season and shocking comments from one of the team's biggest stars, the air is thick with speculation about his future. Will he stay, or will he go? Fans are on edge, and let me tell you, this isn't just another off-season rumor. It's a defining moment for our franchise. If you want the inside scoop on what's really happening in Miami, hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay in the loop. What if I told you that one of the most electrifying players in the NFL just dropped a bombshell about his future? With the Miami Dolphins, you heard that right. Following a heart-wrenching end to the season, his words left fans and analysts alike buzzing. Are we about to see a trade? Or is this just a moment of frustration? Dive into this roller coaster of emotions with me, and don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button to keep your finger on the pulse of Dolphins news. Hold on to your fins, Dolphins fans. A storm is brewing, and it centers around one of our premier playmakers who just stirred the pot with some eyebrow-raising comments after the season finale. Is he hinting at a departure or just venting frustration? The tension is palpable, and this could change everything for Miami. Listen up, Dolphins fans. We need to talk about Tyreek Hill and the Miami Dolphins. After a tough loss to the New York Jets in a season that left us all wanting more, Hill stirred the pot with some pretty intense comments. You know what I'm talking about. Right after that game, he dropped the bomb. I'm out. It was great playing here, but I need to do what's best for my career. That kind of talk gets us all a little uneasy, doesn't it? But hold on. The Dolphins brass, led by General Manager Chris Grier and head coach Mike McDaniel, stepped in to calm the waters. They had a sit-down with Tyreek and made it clear they're not looking to trade him. Grier described those conversations as productive, and emphasized that Hill's words were just a reflection of the frustration from a disappointing season. And honestly, who can blame him? This was a team with playoff hopes that fell flat, and Hill's competitive nature was just bubbling over. Now, let's be real here. Tyreek Hill is a cornerstone of this franchise. He's not just any player, he's a game changer. His sudden outburst raised alarms, but thankfully, it seems like cooler heads prevailed. Grier also mentioned that Hill never actually demanded a trade during their talk. That's a huge relief for all of us who bleed aqua and orange. But I'm not going to gloss over the fact that Hill has been battling injuries this season. He played through a torn ligament in his wrist, showing grit and determination that we all admire. He could have easily sat out, but he chose to fight through the pain. That commitment speaks volumes, but it also shows the toll this season took on him. So, what does this mean for the future? Are the Dolphins going to bounce back next season with Hill leading the charge? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, having a superstar like him on our roster is vital. On the other, we need to ensure he's happy and healthy, or else we risk losing that edge that he brings to the field. The organization seems committed to making things work, and that's a promising sign for us fans. And you, what do you think? Was it the right move to keep Hill in Miami? Do you believe they can turn things around next season? I want to hear your opinions down below. This is a pivotal moment for the Dolphins, and every decision counts as we look to the future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things Miami Dolphins. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to face the music. The Miami Dolphins are at a crossroads, and whispers are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire franchise. Imagine losing a superstar wide receiver who has been a pivotal part of our offense, all because of a heartbreaking end to the season. Are we really prepared for that kind of heartbreak? This could change everything for our beloved team, and you won't want to miss a moment of the action. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with the latest Dolphins news. Hold on to your hats, Dolphins fans. The rumor mill is spinning, and it's not just talk. We might be on the verge of seeing a major shift in our roster. After a tough season-ending loss, one of our key players is reportedly considering a fresh start, and the implications are massive. Could we really see a fan favorite donning a different jersey next season? This is the kind of drama that keeps us on the edge of our seats. Make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up to stay in the loop with all things Miami Dolphins. Get ready, Miami Dolphins Nation. The off-season is upon us, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We've got a situation brewing that could lead to one of our star players exploring new horizons. What does this mean for our future? Are we prepared to watch a beloved athlete walk away from the aqua and orange? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The kind of news that can redefine our team. Tyreek Hill has made it clear he wants out of Miami after that heartbreaking loss to the New York Jets in Week 18. You could feel the frustration in the air, especially when he left the game in the fourth quarter to check the score of the Broncos-Chiefs matchup. As a devoted Miami Dolphins fan, it stings to think about what this means for our future. There's chatter swirling about potential trade destinations, and we need to dive deep into this situation. Let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, a return to Kansas City isn't just a fantasy, it's a real possibility. Imagine Hill, back with Patrick Mahomes. They had magic together. But here's the kicker. Do the Chiefs really want him back? It's a complicated situation. With his past issues and a desire for personal stats, it raises eyebrows. Do we want a player who might not fit in with the team culture? It's a gamble. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens. They finally had a Pro Bowl wide receiver in Zay Flowers. But historically, the Ravens haven't thrown money around for receivers. However, if they're serious about a Super Bowl run, Hill could be the missing piece. It's an enticing option, especially if the Dolphins are willing to eat part of Hill's salary. But again, is he the type of player who can enhance their culture? Now, let's shift to the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones is aging, and he's hungry for a championship. Adding Hill to a lineup with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb could be a bold move. But here's my concern. Can Hill fit into a system that demands discipline? We've seen him struggle with that in Miami. And do we really want to see that drama unfold in Dallas? What about the Los Angeles Chargers? They need help at wide receiver, and Hill would certainly provide that immediate upgrade. But I have my doubts. Would he be happy there? He'd face the Chiefs twice a year, and while he'd have a powerful arm throwing him the ball, would the coaching staff keep his ego in check? It's a risky proposition. Lastly, there are the Washington Commanders. They are in desperate need of offensive firepower, and they have the cap space to make a move. Pairing Hill with rookie Jaden Daniels could be a fascinating experiment. But can the Commanders really invest in a player known for his off-field distractions? So, here we are. The Dolphins have decisions to make, and they're not easy ones. Hill's talent is undeniable, but the baggage that comes with him raises serious questions about our culture moving forward. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are we ready to part ways with a player of Hill's caliber, or should we find a way to keep him in Miami? Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop with everything Dolphins. Let's keep this conversation going.